Hello, everybody. It is your boy, Jmulls of Jmulls Gaming here. Today, we're back, and better than ever. Last time, oh my god, a lot happened. And by a lot, I mean a lot. We did the first trial. For those who may not be aware what the first trial was, you have 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. We beat Zodiac already. Like, we just beat him off the rip. Like, immediately. The first trial, done and dusted. Now, we have the end of days. Fandaniel's gone, deceased, and beaten. But, and there's always a but with this game. Xenos is on the loose, hunting for an even greater power than Zodiac, so that he can causes pain and misery and sadness and desperation so that we can come at him with all we've got. Now, personally, I'm excited for that possibility, but a lot's about to happen. A lot is about to happen. We got some lore bombs last time. Some massive freaking lore bombs. Some otherworldly world bombs. Now we shall move it back to Mare Lamentorum. I am back on my Paladin. My Reaper is now level 74, like you do, like a sir. And also, peep this. I got all the ether currents from Mare Lamentorum that don't require a freaking quest. And granted that there's 5 quests I'm supposed to get, I'm assuming we're going to meet some people. We have yet to see the Moon Bunnies. We have heard of them, the rumors, the legend of the Moon Bunnies. And I'm here. And I'm ready. Some hoppity hop. Let's get into it. Okay, let's move around back up here. This place is freaking massive, by the way. Each of these rooms are... I didn't discover that bit. Well, we'll probably do that later. We're gonna have to probably go into that room anyway, so... Alright. I have enough beverages. By that I mean liquid H2O.
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
I'm gonna guess they're the Moon Bunnies. Oh. Yep, they're the Moon Bunnies. Hello, Mel Vieira. I like the freaking Final Fantasy Victory song playing there. I want to imagine they have it on loudspeaker. They're all coming out of cryostasis. Yo, this is how Master Chief did it as well. You all thought he was a human super soldier. Now he's a little like Lopart. I need one as a minion. Look at him, the March of the Bunnies. Okay. How am I not recording this? Look at him! They want to make some Easter candy, don't they? He wants a carrot. Despite the fact that rabbits actually don't eat carrots all that much. Funnily enough, actually. The leader bunny.
Look lively, everyone.
I was hoping beyond hope that they would have the deepest voice ever. Like Barry White, like, yo, hello. Welcome everybody to Moon Bunny Central. This is your DJ. DJ Hopowitz.
It is of the utmost importance, for Zodiac, alas, is no more.
Yeah, you just dropped that lore bomb on him like that.
Moon has a new purpose, to bear the people of Aetheris to safety.
So it's a Theris, okay. I would be like Aethirus. No, it's a Theris. Sounds better that way.
Come, my friends.
The 80s fist bump of excellence. Oh my god, the little squeaks. I love how we go from Fandaniel killing everybody.
There is much
Or wanting to.
when our guests arrive.
Absorbing Zodiac. A freaking Zodiac trial. into this immediately.
I expect your workstations to be immaculate. And don't forget to relay our signal to Atheris. Questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
Bunny joke, get it? Hop to it. It's a bunny thing. It's funny because they're bunnies. I like how orderly they are.
Tis a rather curious crew she hath chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts.
Watch them all be like Xenos level strength.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I just played Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. I saw a couple of them. Baneri! Baneri! Oh my god, they're swarming us. Woo, XP, thank you. Oh, we're almost to level 85. Given the present crisis, Heidelin doubtless sought to facilitate cooperation betwixt pilot and passenger. Indeed, it would require hard as diamond to raise one's voices in anger to beings possessed of such profound saccharinity. He is getting diabetes from the sugar, literally. I find Urianji's reasoning somewhat flimsy, but the clue seems amicable enough. Yeah, the harder diamond's right here with the Stola. A hairy situation. We're gonna have to deal with rabbit puns for the next, hour, aren't we? Thancred's dumbfounded expression suggests he is still struggling to comprehend the spectacle, as he has just witnessed. Yeah, a bunch of rabbits in it. They must be the Lupur that's mentioned in the Wanderer's records. Not at all what I expected, but the Watcher did bid us heed their counsel. I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader. However, though, we might have to ask about in order to track them down. Come on, then, let's be about it. We're on a quest to talk to some moon bunnies. I love how they're just not afraid to go from dark and depressing immediately to moon bunnies. I love how they have the balls to do that. Alright, Uriansha, what up? Okay, you can approach them. They won't bite, probably. Unless they're the freaking rabbits from V0, in which case we gotta get the hell off this moon. The Lupur will appear to have to step out the task, whether this is the leader, I wonder. Yo, the song, though? This is the same, chord progression as Heavensward. Yeah, I could do that, so here I am. Dynamite Ash. Mouse flesh, we're gonna ignore that. Just gonna gloss over that. Fighting way, oh god. Shippo Loperet. Hum hum hum! The leader of the crew, not me, I'm afraid. Singing Way's that way. Singing Way's the way, the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the atmospheric circulation system, owning the crispest, cleanest air for the people of Atheris. And that's a promise. Huh. Okay then. There's still bunnies in cryosleep. Such a fascinating apparatus. Though it's hard to believe it could house so many crew members. Even so, there's nothing else here to suggest other types of accommodation. With as small as they are, they could probably find a way. God, all their names ending in way. Weaving Way, Guiding Way, Jabroni Way, Dozing Loperet. Leader, no. Sleeping Way, my job is... Perhaps I'd better ask. And my throat's a little bit sore today, so I might not be as loud as ordinary. Despite the fact I'm never really that loud on stream anyways. Chill stream with the moon bunnies. I should have named the stream that. Oh god. You know, one day I'm going to learn to freaking pause the recording after the freaking cutscene ends and not 5 minutes after it ends. I probably use up 50 gigs just on that alone. Snappy Loperet. I like how my sword's bigger than them, like width-wise. What? How in the... What did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told? Take me to your leader. Were you the one giving orders earlier? Take me to your leader. Leader, yes. Look no further, I'm the one you seek. Well, looks like you beat us here. Your friends, I take it. It's all of them. Well, there's some back on Arthurius, but yeah. A group comprised entirely of children. What must their parents be thinking? This isn't a nursery after all, though perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? I like how they think we're children. That's funny. No matter. You needn't worry your pretty little heads. All will be well, I promise. But goodness me. We shouldn't be standing here gawping. Must take you to meet the others. I have to climb back all the way up there. I'm gonna freaking jabroni snap one of them. If you could run along back towards the entrance, so you'll find a path that leads to the central platform on the upper floor. There's no long way to reach it, there is, but it's a large glowing ball at the center. If you should find yourself lost, I shall gather the others to meet you there. You didn't build a freaking elevator? Listen, I might have to turn a couple of these bunnies into freaking stew. Maybe that'll get the freaking message across. Well, then back to the upper floor it is. We're on the road again. I'm just saying I'm on the road again. Alright. So. Remember when they said there's no wrong way? Yes, there is. That way, and that way. You have to go up these stairs. So if you're over here, you're freaking screwed. If you're over there, you're freaking screwed. I might have looked for a small amount, honestly. Just so it clips less. Great Vessel of Wonka. Oh, that's a good question. And a Mantoise. I want the freaking dog mount. I could go over a Camui. Like, closest thing we're gonna get to a dog mount right now. You know what? Let's do it. Suspicious Camui. You know what? I'm sorry, but the Regalia life's the life for me. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. The Regalia life is the life for me. Given this size, getting from one end of the place to the other must be exhausting. I honestly don't know how they do it. It's astounding how the Lawbirds, despite their diminutive stature, are able to maintain such gargantuan facilities. The ethereal composition and density of this sphere is quite similar to the crystalline concept we've seen before. It likely shares the capacity for storing memories and knowledge. Mapping Way. Visitors at last, welcome! What the heck is this jabroni's name? Nice sphere, by the way. It's physical!
Introductions are in order. Ahem. My name is Livingway, and we are the Lotharites, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Aetherius to a brave new world.
Oh god, we're literally Xenoblade X right now. Okay.
More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw.
No, no one says that.
Livingway's the name, map reader and navigator of the heavens.
This dude, this rabbit is literally the dude from Polar Express that gets memed on constantly. Can I have your pudding? You know how many years it's been since I watched Polar Express? I might need to change that.
Still trying to make sense of this.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it.
We're gonna take you to Midgard.
The people
Or
of
Midgar.
Darius, through no
They're gonna be a guy named Cloud.
set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration.
If you meet him and he says he's named Zach, you've gone too far back.
Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations. Still not following? No? Very well. I shall elaborate further.
Okay, please do. Context is important, after all. Tell that to Twitter, though. How big's this freaking moon? It's freaking massive.
We have Atheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade.
Right.
A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Atheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
Well, crap happens anyways. Guess we gotta find a new plan to go to.
By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Atheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun.
Okay. I mean, we made it a solid 9 minutes into the stream. Well, actually 17. Even better. We made a solid 17 minutes into the stream before we had a carrot reference, so we have that going for us.
Most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Atheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so, we will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold.
Oh my god, and that's what Sharlayan's doing.
And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star.
That's literally what Sharlayan's preparing. They're getting all the resources they need.
For one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim, which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems. We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
What, you invent light speed? Because if you don't have light speed, I'm gonna tell you,
Impressive.
space is pretty big, even with light speed.
Beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Heidelin. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings.
Okay, so I get it now. So it's not really Heidelin and Zodiac. It's really just Vanar and Elidibus, because that's who they really are inside. It's like Ysera with Shiva. Okay.
And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers.
So it was Vanar this entire time. She just is still the heart of Heidelin, so she's Heidelin.
We and this wondrous vessel.
Wait, Solacrum of the
are products
Watcher.
our knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
That place where Midgard Soma came from. Now that he's gone, it's kind of safe and happy.
A few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation.
Yeah, let's just freaking wing it. I'm sure that'll go well.
The ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement.
Yeah, this one's filled with lava. We're going to have to skip that one. This one's basically just Florida. We're going to have to skip that one as well. This one, pretty good, but it's about 2 degrees hotter than I would like it, so let's skip that one as well.
No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Outside help? I'm telling you, it's Charlian.
Help? From who?
Called it. Thank you, Thancred.
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges? Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
Why do they keep calling us children? They know we're not, like, we don't live that long.
Otherwise, I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon?
Thanks for telling all of us. This all of us, by the way. Really appreciate all this information. Heidelin, technically.
Heidelin herself led you here. You don't say. Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, so about Amurat, it's a long story. We could have called Shadowbringers.
Were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
I like this song playing. Smooth.
You're saying everyone's not like the Watcher.
All our freaking proportions are wrong now.
Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
Hey, good news. We have enough resources at least, since we all use less.
That tome in thy possession.
What? It's the freaking Oracle Chronicles. Oh my god. Thank you, Urianji, for realizing that immediately. Urianji was on that like a freaking spider monkey.
One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Atheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages.
Hey, can I get a look at that? Alright, what's the score for the next freaking Super Bowl?
Small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
Bridge made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it? Yep. What the hell's going on? Me when the pizza rolls are ready.
Building way, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Hey, just build some extra walls and Bob's your uncle. You got triple the space now. Easy for me.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
It's Charlie. Come on, connect the dots, Thancred.
Due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
I love how they're just like engineers. I think we all know Heidelin's favorite animal now, by the way. Or at least Vanat's. I'm glad I got a chess piece for that. We'll gloss over how, but I like it. Save that for another job. It is unfortunate that domiciles were constructed in an era, but their willingness to perform such sweeping renovations is a testament to their commitment. I cannot fathom the resources required for a facility so vast. imagine, for if you will, a situation, a scenario, where the first trial is Zodiac, and the second one's freaking Living Way. Imagine. Good King Bunny Bun, good King Bunny Bun, good King Bunny Bun. I should have realized something was amiss when Living Way referred to us as children. What a delightful misconception to they hold, I wonder. But I got the feeling we're going to have a hands full dealing with the Loporets. Yeah, probably. Oh dear, I certainly hope Building Way can complete the renovations before more guests arrive. Or perhaps we should have leave them as they are. That way you'd have more space to launch about. I like that idea personally. Purple carrot juice, oh god. With the final days fast approaching, Living Way is keen to complete her preparations. Right then, now that you're here, we need to teach you all about how we can... all you can about your people, and quickly! It will be long before the final days are upon us in all their terrible grandeur, so it is imperative that we be prepared to receive our passengers to be. Alright, so when? Two people love each other very much. Okay. I don't think I need to tell Rabbit about this, actually, now that I think about it. If there is anything at all, that may displease them, it must be addressed post-haste. And address it we shall. Here at Best Ways Borough, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. This is literally like Wall-E. Ahem. We have introduced myriad amenities we understand to be essential for day-to-day living, and I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure we've all worked up an appetite, so why don't we start with your foodstuffs? Meet me in the curatorium. It's gonna all be carrot dishes, oh god. And we'll see about filling your bellies. It's all gonna be carrot food. Oh god. He does not want it for enthusiasm. The notion of Theros running to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let us take this opportunity to learn more of the Loporets in this vessel. So basically, Theros is having a massive blood clot. And the blood being ether. Okay, celestial ether. Okay, I think I get it. We're jumping! Jumpman, 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 Jumpman! Oh, 1 HP. Kind of a god. Ignore the fact that you can't die from fall damage in this game. Alright, I have... honestly, one thought going through my mind. What the fuck? Oh, we can finally get this. The Curatorium. When I was exploring this place, I did not realize it was called the Curatorium. But you thought that would be a connection I would have made. Dude, I love this song. Oh, they're growing food and it all looks like carrots. I need the soundtrack to Endwalker yesterday. It's an immediate concern for me. I need it, I want it, I desperately need it. Actually, just put it like... just pump the soundtrack directly into my veins. I don't know how you're gonna do that, but I need you to do it. Oh, that transition. Yeah, by the way, these are the worst stairs known to man. I think I literally frame perfectly jumped that. Oh my god. You can get caught on those easily. Am I the only one who suspects we're not going to find anything edible whatsoever? Yeah. No, no, it's gonna be edible, alright. It's just gonna all be carrots. Hast thou spied the peculiar sentinels patrolling the vicinity? Approach them with caution, or better yet, not at all, for they make no distinction between friend or foe. Given the earlier confusion regarding our site, I cannot help but wonder if they even know the first thing about us. Cooking way. You're a lot smaller than we expected, but I trust you have large appetites, yes? The good news is, well, we have enough food. Welcome to the Curatorium. Here we create prototypes of the various sundries required by the soon-to-be passengers. Oh god, it's Charlian. Hold on. It's Charlian giving them all the information, so all the food is gonna be crap. Thank Riddler. They're gonna make the connection the moment they give us Archon Loaf. Guaranteed. Let me introduce the head of foodstuff production. Cooking Way, pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error, but after many, many cycles of painstaking labor, I dare say we have created the finest cuisine a guest could ask for. I've learned all about the essential nutrients for a healthy and balanced diet, from the reference materials we received. Why, I practically won the words from their invaluable pages. Naturally, we've also considered ease of growth and production. We will not want for ingredients. I must insist you try some. We have fresh stock recently prepared on account of, well, because we just woke up. We're all quite famished. Hop along the platforms here and you'll find a storage unit full of bursting with delectable delights. Be yourself to anything you like. What if it's all chocolate? How incredible would that be? I'm not gonna lie. Depending upon the food here, I might be willing to stay here. Just saying. I'm just saying. Look, this is basically just a freaking ship from Wall-E. But I'm fine with that, honestly. They had it kind of nice there, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I get the whole moral at the end, but still. Just saying. Alright, what you get? Well, the good news is we have plenty of color. So we have that going for us. Slight issue. It's all freaking carrots. Rainbow colored assortment of carrots. Not gonna lie, they look pretty good though. I like carrots, I'm just saying, they look pretty good. Carrot, will you choose the unassuming orange carrot? No, that one's probably like laced with wasabi or something. The peculiar looking blue carrot, I'm kind of interested in that one. The vibrant yellow carrot, I'm afraid of what the yellow's from. The ominous crimson carrot, that's just straight blood or something. Take a moment to reconsider. We'll go for the blue one. How bad can blue really be? The blue variety is strangely supple to the touch and smells vaguely of mint. It's a mint carrot? Oh, I'm in. Its excessive length and girth only add to the dubiousness of the so-called carrot. Are you certain you wish to eat this carrot? Yes. All of your spells hereafter will be colored blue. On second thought, you elect to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, you would be prudent to ask Cooking Way whether it's safe to eat first. Good point, actually. They might have made it so you have to cook it first. And if not, you'll like grow a third arm or something. Like grow a No, if you eat the food, you get turned into a male Vieira. That's the way. That's just how it happens. It's an instant Fantasia. So the name of your selections for set your mouth to watering. Obscenely large carrot, huh? That will never not be funny to me. Koji, I see what you're doing here. Oh yes, a fine choice. One of my personal favorites, actually. Please dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think. With great trepidation, you take a bite of the carrot. You are taken by surprise when blue juice bursts forth from the carrot and dribbles down your chin. As you take your second bite, you can feel your mental faculty sharpening. Your mind opens to the universe, and for a brief moment, the mysteries of existence are simple, transformative truths. They literally just put weed in this thing, didn't they? But the revelation is fleeting. When you last finish the carrot, a sweet yet sour aftertaste lingers in your mouth and tongue. And the number 42 in your mind. Number 42. Hey, 42, you know what that number is twice of? 21. 21. "21" is literally a meme where the memes of the meme are funnier than the original meme. What do you think? Unlike anything you've ever tasted, yes? The Philosopher's Carrot improves mental fortitude, something of a shock to first bite, but it's well worth the enhanced powers of cognition. We have hypercognition? Dude, what's 9 plus 10? 21? That meme will never die on this channel. I'm forewarning all of you. We have plenty of other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow. Thank God I didn't go with the red one. I told you it was blood. I told you. Dream carrots to help with sleep. That's literally just a knockout one. Okay, cool. So you see, we have a carrot for every occasion. I literally picked the best carrot. Besides probably the original carrot. That probably just, does what a carrot does. These carrots are extraordinary. What if I don't like carrots? Well, I do, so I can certainly see the demand for this in Charlian. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Charlian, what in blazes is that? I take it you two had a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and not else? Hey, the food tastes good, I don't care. If I may ask, what exactly did these collaborators share with you about cuisine on Eleutherius? Surely you are aware we have an abundance of dishes and food you could emulate. Of course we are, but well, it was only quite recently that we established contact. Charlian, And that it was 125 years ago, which is immediately when they started reforming everything. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first, so imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't for that encyclopedia I found, it would have been a loss without where to begin. And so we decided, rather than divide our resources to prepare a variety of middling and potentially unsatisfying meals, it would be more efficient to devote our forces to the production of a single perfect food. You know what? They're not wrong. It's like, if you're on a time crunch, it's a decent strategy. That's all well and good, but men cannot live on raw carrots alone. Maybe they could. Have you ever considered cooking them? My name is cooking, right? You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways. But our primary concern was efficiency, and what's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production? The strange approach to take for the one named cooking way, isn't it? Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named the old tongue. You know, that otherwise impenetrable parlance the Watcher speaks. How do you speak that, by the way? Ask you for a friend. After we received a great tome of words, a dictionary that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language. Adverbs, gerunds, present, continuous verb conjunctions, just the basics. Even I don't know half of that. Then we found the terms relating to our given tasks and used them to form new names. Aren't they helpful? No, not really, but it does explain a great deal. Wherefore didst thy kind deem such a change necessary? When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You'd never be able to pronounce our original names anyway. I see. Curious, I'm curious, sir. I hope a critiques such as they are were helpful to you. Though, if you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Aetherius as well, you would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, one I pray hope comes sooner than later, it would appear there is not but carrots on the menu. I knew it would be carrots. I was waiting for them to pull out the Archon loaf, though, and for them to immediately realize Sharlayan's been hiding something. Level 85. Like a sir, there you go. One more level and we get Expasian, which I'll probably never use for the MSQ. Let's be honest here. I hate to admit, but I did rather like the carrots. Good old Thancred. I'm sure the Loppers would hop at the occasion. Y'shtola? No. No, Y'shtola. No. Okay? Slow your roll. No. Would hop at the chance to expound upon carrots in exhaustive detail, perhaps it's time we moved on. I agree. Styled a hero. I think we've all had a fill of carrots for now. Let's move on to other necessities, shall we? Our clothing production is sure to impress. This way. Oh god, what's it? Is it all gonna be like bunny ears? Gonna be like PJs and bunny ears. Watch. You know I'm right. Like, when I'm right, I'm right. 6. Oh my god! If you look at this in a certain way, this says 69. Nice. 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 I see you. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, you had to make a steeper slope. This is clothing production? I mean, okay. Do you suppose the clothes they prepared will be grossly oversized as carrots? Garments born to the heavens, crafted with methods ancient and forgotten. Dress befitting we who walk in shade. Stewards of the esoteric. Okay, calm down there, Thancred. Trying to write his slam poetry while in the moon. It's hardly sun silk tapestries, but perhaps it will be pleasantly surprised. Here we are, the apparel production stations are all going to be armor like cloaks. We chose to apply more traditional methods for this task, creation magics. Heidelin, in her infinite wisdom, blessed us with the self-same affinity for magic her people possessed. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know you're dying to hear about them, but I will regale with you the details another time. They are I like how these freaking Loporettes are literally stronger than a lot of things on freaking Aetherius. That said, we did run into a spot of trouble at first. Our magical alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized ether was a wonderful catalyst that could provide us with the extra of this we needed. My, how resourceful. The sweet sound of recognition. You will also be impressed to hear we've read all about your habit of changing attire to match your chosen profession. For the sake of efficiency, I presume? This has also been taken into account with our designs. But why take my word for it when you can simply try on our clothes? Make yourselves known to the workers and we'll see the rest. Oh god, what's about to happen? Okay, we're about to get some bunny drip. I don't know if I want it. But at the same time, I'm really curious about what it is. Alright, people, let's go get some drip. You know, if it's bunny drip, is it called hop? Got that fresh hop. Not gonna lie, that sounds kind of like a weed thing, I'm not gonna lie. Restless Loperet. This is a clothing section? Ah, it's you, one of the visitors from Atheris? Goodness me, mapping away wasn't kidding. You really are small in the watches. What do you have me fashion for you today? Embodies my bloodlust, something simple yet functional, fashionable and refined assembled. No. No. Bloodlust, yeah. Bloodlust. Embodies your what? I don't like how he looked down immediately. Uh-huh. So let me take a moment. Gonna get like a kilt and nothing else. I said bloodlust, not level 5 gear. I haven't worn this in like ages. There we are, all finished. Perfect fit, if I do say so myself. I'd be lying if I said I understand what bloodlust is, but I assume it's something you enjoy. I made certain the clothes are yet flexible, yet sturdy enough to endure whatever it is you plan to do while wearing them. Uh-huh. Would you look at that, speechless, and here I thought you may not like it. If you're minded to try something else, why not speak with my fellow artisans? I'm sure they'd be happy to oblige. You must continue wearing these garments in order to progress. You will change back to your normal garments if you move too far away. Look to your map for the garments change area of effect. I gotta go with this Hasbro drip. Alright, let's go. Yeah, nice area of effect, by the way. Literally the entire area. Oh god, what did they give Thancred, Urianger, and Stola? I need to see this. Alright, got a freaking Michael Jordan jump over these. But I guess if you were a freaking armor it would just be a regular step. No one said you would be coming. How can I help you? You wish to try my clothes? Really? Of course. Be my honor. Do you have anything in mind? Got something with a little more flair? Looking for clothes with an altogether different design? Surprise me. Let us not do surprise me. A little more flair. I think I can handle that. Let's see. This should do it. Oh god, here we go. Oh. They just changed the texture. This is my best work yet. Yeah. Thanks for the leopard print, by the way. I really needed that. Oh my god, the colors are all wrong. Oh no. Times and tastes truly have changed. It used to be so rare for anyone to request clothing with a focus on form of a function. Thankfully, I had a spare concept for robes made using a different fabric. I think it looks rather fetching. Yeah. Totally. I was worried how the concept would turn out when put to the proof, but it looks like stunning on you. Would you go and show Living Way? I'm sure she's eager to see what we've come up with. Yeah. Oh, I missed my drip. Gotta whip. What the hell is this helmet? Oh, the helmet's worse. Looks like a Skull's helmet from Stormblood. in a way. Why are we wearing elbow pads? Oh, God. This is like anti-drip. We have anti-hop right now. Don't we look splendid? Debatable. Adoration for the moon and we operates in your eyes. Let your friends feel the same way, have a sample our creations. Please. Let us see them. Yes. Sorry to have kept you waiting. The snow leopard print on Thancred is funny. They insisted we sample all of their concepts as we returned. Orianji doesn't look that bad. He looks like a discount Power Ranger. Verily, 'tis an ensemble most becoming. This is objectively funny. I think it's past time we return these clothes. Well, at least they tried. And they gave us options, so we do have that. Slight issue was that all the options sucked. I was so confident our comments would meet you with your approval. I'm surprised they fit. Whatever are we doing wrong? Everything. The Watcher taught us that in his time, everyone wore the same robes. To do otherwise was against social etiquette. We thought we could appeal to modern taste by tailoring the robes to specific professions, but... Please, you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Theros, they'll most likely certainly have need of your attire. It is clear you spared no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we're not quite so homogeneous. Speaking for myself, what I wear now better suits my taste, even if it is of inferior make. There are others whose choices may be influenced by tradition or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider the individual and their potential preferences. Too long, didn't read. I feel we've underestimated the complexity and diversity of your people. If we memorize every tone we receive, I doubt we'd have fared much better. Maybe they're doing a disservice trying to shower you with our baubles and frippery. Thinking it was for the benefit when you'd better off on your own. There's some who might agree. People who prefer to keep quiet, keep others at arm's length, even when they don't know they shouldn't. One such former fool, I asked you the same question. The plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well? No, screw them. Not that I'm aware of. We were born in Hydaelyn's love for Theros, and the salvation of the people on the star, and that star alone has ever been our aim. Surely it's better to devote ourselves to saving one world than to divide our efforts across 14, risking failing them all. I suppose you're right. He has a point. She. Anyway, maybe we have leave to explore best ways burrow unattended. You've given us much to think about. Why, certainly. Until later, then. If I may, I should like to accompany thee a while longer. Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. There was actually something I wished to speak with you about. Let's be off then, shall we? Ariana just closing in on the idea that Charlie and the pairing up with. I guarantee. He's just trying to get the needed information. Is that an Ether current quest I spot? No, it's a MSQ quest. Okay, fair enough. Now, you want to see fashion. I got the drip. Ah. Oh, my apologies. I wasn't trying to spy or anything. Everyone's been talking about the visitors coming from Theros, and I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. I was excited first, but now I'm worried. The people of Theros refuse to come. What if we can't save them? It's clear we made a mess of things. Oh, but wait. You still haven't visited the domiciles. Once you see them, you'll understand how wonderful the moon truly is. I'm sure of it. I'll be waiting for you by the teleporter near the entrance. Oh, and the name's Growing Way, by the way. See you soon. Growing Way? I'm wondering what the hell they mean by growing. Like food? Like a farm or something? Maybe? Hope? Dare to dream? There's 5 freaking Aetheryte current quests. I haven't found a single one yet. I'm assuming at some point, a whole bunch of side quests with the lore pirates have to open up. And that's where we'll probably get flooded with them. I'm assuming that'll be the case. I can't get over how small the lore pirates are. I want these. I want them now. Wait the hell. Damage over time effect cannot be stacked with that of Goring Blade. Interesting. You're here, you're really here. Thank you so much. Sorry, what should I call you? I am the jabroni beating, pie eating, trail raising, eyebrow raising. Talking is done. You gotta get class, no sleep, I'll whoop your candy ass. That's it. Industry Dragonite, eh? Crikey, even your names are amazing. Well, Industry, we'll be using this teleporter to enter the residential area. Whenever you're ready. Let's go, Blue Skidoo. We can too.
Ready in the teleporter.
Oh, it's voiced. Okay. So this is clearly important if it's voiced. What the heck's about to happen? Ah, okay. Did Xenos destroy something?
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
Where'd you teleport me? Oh, you teleported me to the back. I mean, the entrance, I guess.
A private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Oh?
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously.
Alright, we're eavesdropping. Ryarji another secret plot, by the way.
Do you
Has to fulfill his quota.
any chance find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Aww.
Lovely sentiment, really. But the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting.
They tried so hard just for us.
In our work, we need to know. We can, we will do better. But time is not on our side.
I mean, yeah, they have creation magic. It's just literally, okay, fix this, this, and this, and this.
If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Atheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand? Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Sure, who are they?
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
You're tall. Forehead.
You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work.
Aww.
Quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too.
Yeah, very particular.
You understand that, in the face of great danger, One cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Come again?
Idle musings. 'Tis no trifle, thou dost ask. Yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
I like how we just kind of like co-signed that. Okay, yeah, final days are happening. We gotta get out of here.
Oh, dear me. Dear me. I was terribly sorry for the mix-up.
Freaking jabroni.
It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see. But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
They're just trying their best. But at least the plot's not evil this time. Well, it wasn't evil before, but... At least we're now actively aware of something. Gosh, that was embarrassing. I promise to be more careful from now on. We got a teleport allow travel between floors instead. Hopefully it proves but useful in the meantime. Oh, we can travel between floors now. Thank God. Okay, here we go. Up on lower floors, the best way is bow via the teleporter. Alright. 2 right here. All's veil that ends veil. Oh, level 85, by the way. Okay. What we're going to do is get these Aetherites real quick. Lickety-split. Like thee and thine, let's go do them. Okay, so I'm going to assume that a lot of my theory for the story of Endwalker has either been not deconfirmed or has been flat out wrong. So, the Daniel theory is gone. But my overall theory on the way the story is going to go still can be held true. I predicted we go to the moon early. I thought we'd go to the floating island place beforehand, and that would be how we get to the moon, but it wasn't. So we still have that going for us. But I still think my theory that we're going to the center of the world in some capacity is going to hold true. Because that's the only thing I can think of, outside of maybe going to an alien freaking planet, that we can do this. Otherwise, we might go back in time for like old Armorant and stop the final days from even occurring. I doubt that's going to be the case. What if Endwalker literally just ends with the final days and we have to leave to another world? Like, what if that happens? You there. You happen to be heading to the Curatorium. Could you let my fellows know it's mealtime? We don't eat. I can't take my nap. How wild would that be? Did you come running at the mention of carrots of happiness? So say those 3 magic words and they'll be happy. Carrots of happiness. Okay. And watching way. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen my chance any thieves prowling about with the ill-gotten iron carrots? The Crimson tend to surprisingly having the carrots as not the thieves. Just eating the carrots. Okay. So yeah, I still think the way this story is going to go is after this we'll probably go back to Thavnia, I want to say. And then we'll do the stuff in the Watch Trail, because we know Thavnia goes to hell in a handbasket. We know that. And we're gonna realize soon, and like probably the next MSQ quest or the one after that Charlian was the one doing everything. Or that understood what was going to happen. So we're going to have to go back and question the form about this, and now that we know it, they'll probably be more receptive to talking. We'll probably get the 9/10 vote there. Or we'll have to do something to get the 9/10 vote so that they can talk about it. We'll have to find a way to get the flow of ether restarted, which means we'll probably have to kill Heidelin, because she's like the god of the stasis. We'll kill her, realize that didn't solve the issue, but it helped a bit. We're going to have to go to the center of the world and stop what was causing the ether to thin out to begin with. And so yeah, we have 3 zones. No, is it 3? No, it's 2. It's 2, right? Yeah, we have 2 zones left. One's the floating island place, and one's probably the center of the world. So I don't know what the next trial will be. I think the trial could be Heidelin if they want to go the route of we have to kill her in order for the ether to stop being stasified. I don't know. Or it'll be like Ashura and Thavnir. My only thing is, how do you follow up Zodiac in the first trial? Right? Like, it's hard. How do you follow that up? I don't know. The story is really interesting and really fascinating. I hope they do more with Xenos. Because Xenos is actively looking for something stronger than the Zodiac we had right now. That can't be Hydron because she's weak right now. Only things that fit the bill to me are, say, a fully charged Midgard Soma, Omega, or like a Necron in the center of the world. Those are the only things that really make sense to me. Yeah, there's so many routes that can go with the story. I still think it's going to end with us having a final fight against something in the center of the world, and afterwards we get a one-on-one instance with Xenos to end it all. And then a whole bunch of, like, epilogue and then credits. I think that's probably what they're going to go for. Yeah, there's just so much they can do. Because, like, when you face Xenos, and not Xenos, we already knocked off Daniel, who was a major plot point. I knew Zodiac would be a massive red herring. I knew Heidelin and Zodiac would be a massive red herring to the story. I knew that. I was convinced of it early on. I knew the moon was a massive red herring, which is why I knew we'd go to it like halfway through. I said halfway, so it was actually a little bit before halfway. Because the moon of all things is the big place of the expansion, you wouldn't spoil that, right? You would hide it like Umbra. But they didn't. They were very upfront about the moon. Which told me they had something else up their sleeve, which means the moon couldn't be the last zone. And if it wasn't the last zone, it made sense for it to either be the second to last zone if we go to the center of the world, or what I thought was more likely, we probably go to the center of the world and not the moon. In which case, you have to have the moon and then some build up, and then the rest of... and then the center of the world. So the moon was probably going to be like halfway through, which it turned out being like 30 to 40% of the way through. Yeah. I think I got the overall... my zone order was a little messed up, but I think I got the beginning and end correctly. I just got the middle bit a little bit mixed up. But I knew we'd go to Golemald early on, because we'd probably go from Golemald, and then I thought we'd go to the floating island place to get to the moon. We just ended up going from Golemald straight to the moon. There'll probably be something in the floating island place. At this point, I'm theorizing we go to the floating island place, because there's some way to maybe fix the celestial ether. Possibly. I think that's possible. Or we have to go there for some other reason. I'm not entirely sure. But we still have a large chunk of Labyrinthos to go to. We still have half of Thavni to do. I don't think we get a new zone until maybe 87 onwards. Because I think from here on out, we have to finish the moon place. We still have to go to the Greatest Endsvale. We haven't gone there yet. In the story. We probably go back to Sharlayan after this, unless they immediately say, hey, Thavni is like the next place that's supposed to get hit badly. In which case we'll go to Thavni and then Sharlayan. But I think we have to do Thavni and Sharlayan next. Actually, we might go back to Sharlayan, just not Labyrinthos. I think Labyrinthos will be near the end, because I feel like it's going to be a gateway to the center of the world. Seemed like it, but we'll be planning for this far longer than I care to admit. Each time we woke up, we'd have a long discussion about how to save as many as we can. Felt like everyone had an opinion on this or that. The one thing we all agreed upon was that the people of Aetheris wouldn't take action to save themselves until it was far too late. That's why I was striving to make the moon a vibrant, magical place they'd hop at the chance to visit, rather than waiting for the flames of oblivion to get them off their tails and force them to accept that invitation. Interesting, so they went with this aesthetic purposely. Not because it was the most, like, efficient, but because they're like, if we could just make this look magical enough, they'll want to come here. They're just trying to desperately save humanity. And all the other people of Aetheris. Residential quarters may not be up to the necessary standards just yet, but there are plenty of ways worth seeing. Already had a look at the Curatorium, but wait until you see what's waiting for you at the east of the borough. Follow me. Yeah, like I just said, going to Greatest Endsvale next. Let me just do an update tweet, because apparently if you tweet 1 hour after you tweet, or like you reply to a tweet an hour after, hour or two after, that helps with the algorithm or something. I might wait for 2 hours. I've been doing it 1 and not much going on. But yeah. The lore is just all... It's completely up in the air. There's so many different ways they can go. I'm just saying my theory is to where I think they'll probably go. But it's not necessarily the one they'll do it. It's the Veil to end all veils, the most beautiful forest you'll ever see. It's in the people of Theros enjoy taking leisurely strolls through natural spaces and the like, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. We start with a nice stroll to the fountain this way. Wait, this was a forest? Why did I remember that? I've been here because I got the freaking ether currents. Yeah, not really foresty, huh? Oh, I see. Oh, that's what they meant. Okay. Not exactly a forest, huh? But I love the effort they tried. Like, they made the Loperet so endearing. And a little bit more than just, like, a bunny funny bunny joke, right? Like, they're desperately trying to just save humanity and follow Heidelberg's will. Like, that's their job. That's, like, their reason for being. So it's, like, the one thing they can do that will help people. They want to do it. It's very endearing. I really like what they've done with the Loperets, because there was such a fear, right? Where, oh, Loperets will probably just be for some bunny jokes and that's that. No, they're just very endearing. And they're adding to the story, instead of just being there for comic relief. They are comic relief, don't get me wrong, but they're adding more to the story. Well, that's pretty. Oh, it's a giant sphere of water. I love that. What do you think of the forest? Isn't it positively pleasant? Simply sublime? I couldn't see the forest or the trees. I didn't see any... Wait. You don't mean those crystals out there are... It is as transcendent as burying your face in a chocobo's plumage and taking a good long whiff. I don't want to be mean to them. Right you are. Our forest is made of crystals and constructs, dotting the landscape as far as the eye can see. Building this place was a challenge, let me tell you, since we were born here. We never seen trees in person before, let alone a forest. Aw, they're just trying their best. They keep messing up, but they're trying their best. The information sent by our collaborators was quite enlightening. But after much deliberation, we decided to use crystalline constructs in place of living trees. And thanks to our atmospheric circulation system, this place produces air as clean as you'd find in any forest on Etheirys. The fountain here behind us, powered by a rather large crystal adorning its top, plays a vital role in supplying us with fresh water. Much time and effort was spent making it the most spherical of spheres. And I dare say the unparalleled roundness speaks for itself. I enjoy nothing more than a nice long stretch and a spot of relaxation whenever I come up here. Look, you could do with a stretch yourself. Aw, yeah, stretch it out. I felt good. That's the spirit. I feel more relaxed simply watching you. A sight worth the many years spent building this place. There's not too much to ask. It's always been a dream of mine to take a walk through the forest with someone from Etheirys. Could we, maybe... See what I mean? They're just so endearing. Oh, be still, my quivering whiskers. And then they pull that card out. Alright, let's go take a walk. Take your rabbit to the forest, eh? Look at this squad. We are growing with a bunny, 2B, and me. The actual squad. I was thinking, Doshi, that could be more helpful to you by teaching you a little about the moon and what it is we do. When we were first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold Zodiac, and there was absolutely nothing to be found here. Eventually, Heidelin gave us our first task: furnish the moon with propulsion systems capable of facilitating travel to other stars. It sounds impressive, and I propose, in some respects, it is, but it was only possible thanks to all the knowledge Heidelin shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done. 6,000 years, give or take. But anyway, let's get going. Oh wow, they're old as hell. This may come as a surprise, but we didn't begin building the habitable areas until after the propulsion system was ready. Considering how long it took, I wish we started sooner. Who would have thought we'd need 4,000 years to make all this? See, I don't want to crap on 4,000 years of work. It certainly wasn't work you dare rush, either. We had to create infrastructure and countless supporting systems, some of which wouldn't be operational until hundreds of years later. And then there was the brief period where our productivity came to a screeching halt, when a bizarre red satellite was sent up from Etheirys. The Algon's mischief, I think. We thought maybe some new, nefarious actor was colluding with Zodiac. All we could do was stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. I can't tell you how relieved we were when Heidelin informed us of its destruction. Oh yes, there was much joyous humming that day. I like how, as everyone on the source screamed in agony of the calamity, they were just happy, like, yay, the red thing's gone! Say, do you notice anything peculiar about the treetops? I mean, apart from the fact that massive crystals are not trees. Oh, yeah. I'll give you the hint. It's the golden rings emanating from the center. Along with the device fixed near the ceiling, they fulfill a role similar to our sun. And do so better, even. The sun and similar celestial objects in the great expanse radiate energy that is harmful to your bodies. These rings shield you from that energy while allowing you to bathe in the perfect amount of sunlight. Or rather, a close approximation to it. Nice. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? And if you look closely, you'll see different types of trees have ever so slightly different curvature. Yes, indeed, this forest truly is the greatest. They're so proud of their work, despite the fact it's so completely off. The propulsion systems and habitat facilities were completed around 2,000 years ago, and with that, the most important features were fit for purpose. Which was all well and good, except we still knew absolutely nothing about the present-day people of Etheirys. Why not go in and visit Etheirys yourself, you might ask? Strictly forbidden. Without technology or knowledge of the moon's true purpose exploited for evil ends, the results could be disastrous. Then there were a few more withjoinings and it became increasingly difficult to converse with Heidelin. Fearful we might lose the ability to communicate with her altogether, we beseeched her to find people in our affairs we could trust to help. We were quite fortunate everything worked out as it did. And she told Charlian. Which is why they were like, this isn't the end of day. Xenos and Fandaniel and the Tolophoi are not the end of days. If it was the end of days, we would know, because we can see the celestial ether. And if it was thinning, we would know that the end of days was here. Or they would know that Zodiac's dead. Which they're probably realizing right now, oh. Yeah, things are about to go in hell in a handbasket. Where'd my boy go? Ah. I forgot you can't mount here. When you're doing these freaking escort quests. Where are you? Freaking rabbit. Oh, he's not that far, luckily, from the place we need to go to. So we have that going for us. Yeah, he's back up at the water sphere. Alright. Freaking lost my rabbit, let's go. Follow me if you want to hop. Alright, now we gotta go up here. Let's go, Growing Way. Yeah, right over here. I still feel like we're in for one big lore bomb left on the moon. I don't know what it is, though. I feel like it's coming. With the exception of routine inspections and maintenance, we remained asleep and waited. Hopeful Heidelin would find someone who could help us. Eventually she did, and though her power was waning, we were able to speak to them directly for a short while. We shared with them everything we could, including our knowledge of the heavens and a means to travel here to the moon. They certainly didn't waste any time with what we taught them. No more than a few centuries after that, our collaborators found a means to convey messages and supplies to us from down below. That explains the crashed ships on the moon. With all the letters, books, and other resources they sent, we learned enough to start making more meaningful changes to the moon. Now you're here, hopefully enjoying yourself as much as I am. I knew you would like Great Enfield, I knew it! Thank you again for coming here, by the way. I know it was just a walk through the forest, but it meant a lot to me. There you are. I take it you already received the Grand Tour? Shame we missed it. Growing Way, I've been looking all over for you. Oh, just about the teleporter to the residential area. No, never mind that. We have more pressing matters at hand. I'll be calling an emergency meeting shortly. Emergency meeting! Somebody sus! And your attendance if required. Really, I can't imagine why you'd need me there, but if you insist. Growing Way with Xenos all along. Haha, Warrior of Light, it was me, Xenos Galvis. We won't be away too long, so you are all more than welcome to continue looking about the burrow. Come along, Growing Way. Before we arrived, you seemed to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guide. Did you learn anything of import? They've been collabing with Charlian. They spent 12,000 years preparing for this. With the appointed hour fast approaching, I can certainly understand the restlessness, but still. It remains to be seen if the people can be persuaded to evacuate when there are yet no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imagination. I doubt there are many who would readily come to terms with living in such surroundings. Whoever these collaborators are, unless they're possessed of the world's most charming personalities or a means to forcibly evacuate people, they will meet with a great deal of resistance. Indeed, even if faced with annihilation, the decision to forsake all one knows cannot be made lightly. Forgive me, friend, but I must beg your leave. There's another matter which begs for mine attention. Which is? Of course, we can accompany you if you like. Of course, he says now. Nay, that will not be necessary, if you excuse me. I have to be another secrety boy for expansion. And after he told us no more lies and Shadowbringers. But was that the greatest lie of them all? Clear now the difficult decisions lie ahead of us. Preparation for the evacuation of Ephraim's is indeed crucial, but I am not yet willing to forsake our world and its reflections. And I trust I am not alone in my reticence. Final days will make brave fools of us all. Back to old tricks. Oh god, it's Urianger. But now I think I can tell when his friends are up to something. Did Urianger seem strange to you, more so than usual, I mean? I know he has a penchant for keeping his own counsel, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Just go and see if he's alright. Stroll and I will remain here and see what we can learn about the final days. If you heard people who... perhaps you can catch up to him. Alright, let's head on out. I'm coming for you, Urianger. I love the song here. Okay, I'm ready. Urianger, you got some explaining to do. Found you. Urianger appears to be heading towards the entrance to Bestway Burrows. Alright, we can head there too. Two can play at that game, Urianger, if that's your real name. Heading up the stairs, we're heading up the stairs. I-ho, there we go. Urianger's collaborating with some space bunnies. I want to get this last freaking piece of land discovered. Then I'll have all of Lematorum. It'll all be mine to control. Where are you, Urianger? Where are you? We're hunting rabbit. Dude, the moon must be Elmer Fudd's paradise. Urianger ventures off into Mare Lamentorum for reasons unknown. You must tread carefully, else he might sense your presence. Another stealth mission. Poggers! And failure of your notice or if you fall too far behind. Fail to complete the objective, you may try again by returning to the designated location. What up, Argos? Alright. Just kind of walking behind him. Luckily, this person's ahead of me, it seems, so let's follow them, I guess. You'll probably turn around at some point. Yep, there we go. I'm a master of stealth missions. Easy for me. Ha, you got caught, probably. Oh, Yanchi, you can move a little bit faster. Thank you. Probably hide over there. I'm a bit tall for this cover. Not gonna lie. When is he gonna turn around? Who's there? Haha, joke's on you, Urianger. Will he turn around? Are you gonna do it? Yes, he is. Nailed it. Caution above all else. Actually making a fool of him. I'm not even on ninja right now. Crap. Get back here, jabroni. I see you, Urianger. I see you. Duty complete. Easy for me. Well, that was a waste.
Arrival is timely as ever.
We just walk up to him.
Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Living Way, I presume?
Yeah, all of it except the end.
'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity.
Yes. You can tell that at a glance easily.
Here did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life. I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Minfilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain, brokered by my hand, were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter.
Yeah, you've been kind of messing up. Try not to do that.
Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives. Ones that would not demand such terrible costs.
Does the theorist turn depending upon the time of day in game? That's cool. I think it does.
That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction.
Moonbreeder.
Dearest Moonbreeder.
Yep.
Who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good.
He just wants to help.
Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning. One which must never again come to pass.
I'm sorry, the only thing I can think about is the guy on the left doing Peepo Run. And how the freaking first horror looking like a freaking bat chest or something. It's kind of funny.
To those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
Sometimes there's no right answer. Have faith in yourself and your decisions. Take heart and protect well those who can. Whether we have time to weigh the costs. Go with number 2.
Sage counsel indeed. I see. Wisdom as befits a great worm.
Yep.
Curious that he should think thee in need of such encouragement.
It's what Vitra told us.
Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've never really been one-on-one with Urianger. At least for a while.
I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond. 'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before. And today.
Deep down, he's just a good boy. He's just trying his best.
What are they saying? Curse these ears. I've had bugger.
Okay, this is funny. Alright, I'm a sucker for scenes like this.
We've got our plans.
Oh no. Don't make me put doubt on them. I don't want to distrust the moon bunnies. Come on, don't do this to me, Yoshi P. Ishikawa, what are you doing to me? Truth, my reasoning for traveling hither and thither and hither and thither was to effect a plan of my own. A plan which may pave a path forward for us all. May I say, for there is no guarantee of success. Just the reason I set out alone. That failure, should it come, should be mine to bear alone. Yet thou standest before me with proffered hand and open heart. 'Twould be remiss of me to refuse thy amenity, and so I ask, wilt thou join in mine endeavor? Setting things straight. Just quite glad for the company. Thank you thee for accompanying me. It's a simple plan in truth. We shall not be long away from Bestway's Burrow. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days, but nevertheless believe we are all of one mind on our desire to save the people of Theros. To make clear a resolve to Loporrits, I would offer them a gift, but its making doth require a most singular ingredient. Carrots! Let me guess. It's gonna be a freaking carrot. Oh, we're heading over to the freaking Zerg area. Okay. An abundance of spongi. Excellent. I chanced to spy the aggregation when crossing Zodiac's erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught to me by the Pneumo, I believe these shall suffice for the gift I would fashion. The magic requires considerable concentration, however. But I prevail thee to stand watch while I perform the incantation. Sure. Let's do this. This zone is so beautiful. Oh my god. Wandering Daphne. What does Scooby do? We're coming after you. Where the hell is Fred? More enemies. You think there's more than enough enemies for you? Joke's on you. I have unlimited power. Boom! Sickle of Scorn. Spirits Within. Hit it with the Ghibli movie. We got this. Dunk on him. I will always love Royal Authority's animation. So clean. Intervene. Boom. Dunk on him. Atonement. Atonement. Hit him with the Ghibli. You just got Miyazaki'd. What do you think I just did? Area nearby, you see no potential signs of threats, so this will be a good opportunity to see how Urianger is faring. Dot dot dot. Remains focused on his work. Damn, look how much I'm breathing. Holy crap. Freaking chest is like going up and down. Seriously, look at that. Have we ever had breathing animations in this game before? Huh. That was interesting. A magic ink, every ounce is efficacious. How's that crafted by the Pneumo? Where's the occasion I would conjure my known, but is nevertheless a most useful skill. Resulting product is adamantly possessed of no preternatural properties, but its hue is of one of mine own choosing, which I pray the Lawbrets will appreciate. Dr. Urianger! Thank goodness I thought you had been eaten, or perhaps fallen into the crater. Ishtola has been looking for all over for you in Dostray. She says she needs to speak with you about something most urgent, dire even. She was also quite clear that she wishes to speak with Dostray alone, which means I'm afraid you must stay behind, Urianger. But we not, it just so happens we need your help with an errand. Delivering a package from the Watcher's Palace the best way burr. It's quite large and heavy, perhaps even too heavy, for we poor Lopperets, and we would be ever so grateful if you could lend us a hand. This is a lie. I don't trust this for a second. We're gonna get back to Ishtola. She's gonna say, no, I didn't call for you. And then we're gonna be like, what's going on with Urianger? And they're gonna be eating him. ReZero style. Well, I suppose I should be going then. How about an extra pair of hands before I go and meet with Ishtola? That's convenient. Suspiciously convenient. Knew it. Are you insinuating I would betray the trust of Heidelin Chosen, or worse, do anything to risk on getting on Ishtola's bad side? True, actually. She'd clearly not want to be crossed. No, mate, I'll wait. Not off with you. We're not in Dostray, it shan't be long. If need be, I'll summon Exodia and obliterate these freaking rabbits. We'll make freaking rabbit stew of them yet. Alright, well, Urianger's probably dead. If they kill Urianger by getting eaten by rabbits on the moon, I swear to God. I swear to God. It would be funny. I'm not saying it wouldn't. I'm just saying we would have woods. At the same time, I kind of want to see Twitter after that. That would be kind of funny. Like, I get all the way back down there. Better yet. the power of teleportation and Aetheryte ticket grinding, let's be honest. Okay. I still don't know where the hell the 3 of these are going to come from. There has to be like some... We have to get more freaking side quests, don't we? It's gotta be. Alright. Can't wait for this plot twist. No, I didn't call for you. Let's see. Because you know it's us. They had a bunny meeting. You know it's bad. Either that or they're just trying to surprise us. It could be that, honestly. I make us think they're like evil or something, but they're not actually. So over with Orianji then, that's a relief. Undoubtedly, I thought you'd be away for far longer. Yep. A dire emergency, I said no such thing. As you are here now, I could use your assistance with one small matter. Running away, a companion of growing ways, apparently has left much to tell us of the final days. The problem, however, is that he is determined to live up to his name, refusing to stay still long enough for to hold a conversation. Yeah, maybe we should, like, recognize the fact that the bunnies just lied to us and Orianji's with them by themselves. By himself. Is there any way he's like to stop and rest? Perhaps there's a way to slow him down. What's the rush? I think we should wait here. Maybe enjoy a cold mug of carrot juice. And no, well, if really that important, you can try using these balls of moose flesh. But they're to be confused with the other thing. Not to be confused with mouse flesh. Runaway's other notable feature is his insistent chatter. So you'll have no trouble finding him in the crowd. You do try lobbing your balls at him. Okay? Ignoring the wording, Koji. Food proves effective. He was here in Greatest Hensville when last I saw him. Sweat up and fight him. Yanchi's probably getting eaten from the inside out as we speak. Mine intestines aren't being digested in rabbit juices. Or something along those lines, let's be honest. Destination. Such your surroundings for running away. Alright, we got a dart throwing mission. Gotcha. Oh, that's smart. If this was meant to be a joke, it isn't funny. Nailed him. Headshot, 360, no scope, Doritos, Mountain Dew. The deluxe gaming experience. Do you mind explaining why you hit me in the face with your balls? Highly knowledgeable to the final days. That's the most ridiculous thing I've heard since I woke up. Who told you that joke? As if we got time to look for the final days when there's so much to do before the Great Voyage. And they're trying to freaking distract us. True, the Highland didn't pawn to us some of knowledge of the events, but I know about as much as any other lawbird around here, less probably. I don't know why anyone would think it's funny to go telling other people I'm an expert. Give me better hope I don't get my paws on them. Come on, realize it, Warrior of Light. So I could be of more help, but there's nothing else. I have work to do. And off! Connect the dots. 1 + 1 = fish. Come on, we can do this. I believe. Okay, let's go talk to your shoulder. Hopefully she's figured it out at least. How'd you fare? He wasn't an expert. So he knows no more than the others. Could you explain yourself, growing way? Well, you see, I misremembered. Yes, that's it, I misremembered. Terribly sorry about that. I'm afraid I'm drawing a blank, though. Tries a mic, I can't remember who I'm thinking of. On an unrelated note, what of Ryanje? So you spoke with him earlier. Did he say when he'll be returning? On his way to the Watcher's Palace with Livingway. Between Growing Way's sudden lapse of memory and a lack of other leads. Maybe that's our time we better spend lending Urianger a hand. But now, hold on a moment. It's all coming back to me. Yes, I remember. The information you're looking for is in the archives. Yes, that'll be where you find all sorts of useful information, including that pertaining to the final days. They're just trying to distract us badly, but for some reason it's working. Growing tired of these games. Again, it does give the others benefit of the doubt. Heart of the matter. Oh, we might just get the ether current from this quests. Growing weight is fidgeting with nervous energy, but is it from excitement or worry? Nah. You thought you would pull one over on me? Urianger can wait his freaking behind 1 minute. I got some quests to do. We got 2 blue quests. Huh. Yeah, I need 3. So we got 2 ether currents. And then that one will be the last one. Okay. Let's get these real quick. So the final moon mission, huh? The final one. Still level 84. Alright, so the real question is, where are we going next? I doubt it's a new zone. I imagine we're going back to like Thavnia, or like Thavnia probably. It'll be like, hey, final day is happening, Thavnia. Get in there. Hey, person, yes, you. Do you have a moment? You see, ever since we woke for inspection, Venom might be acting a little funny, a little sus, if you will. We're all throwing out the airlock, but we need to call an emergency meeting. Go to the tower. Go to the button. We're gonna go do it. We're gonna go do electrical. Have you been? I love electrical, said no one. Alright, let's go on cameras. Alluring Alleg. Nice freaking mount. That's a nice mount. Brusque Loperet. Penchant for excitement and adventure, is that correct? Yeah, something like that. So when you travel, you have doubtless heard tales of the Allegans. Don't get me started. Yes, and nearly everything wrong with the world seems to be their fault. I thought as much. Asked because I have placed a survey an Allegan relic not far from here. Weapons guarding, however, make it too dangerous for me to go alone. Trust you going there? Can you go on a little bit of an adventure? No time to waste. Really? All the way over at Sinus Tormenti? It's like a freaking mile away from here. At least give me flying. Dreaming way. My job is to sleep. It's a pretty good job, not gonna lie. Love this song. One of your friends asked me to check on you. Dude, just chilling with this song. I like it. Block those strings. This might be one of my favorite instruments. It honestly might. We bump the audio up a bit. Look at what you love to do. What I'm trying to do. I love making content for you all. So that's what I'm focused on. What the fuck is the deal? What that would be? Yeah, me doing college. Service to mankind. Yep. Malleus. Anything at all. Let's just throw up a quick tweet. Okay. Now we gotta get, name that way, speak with Dreaming Way's acquaintances. That Dreaming Way is a two-timing jabroni. He doesn't know his left foot from his right hop. He's no slick, I can tell you that. Compared to some of the others, well, let's just say he has a great help. We're literally just trying to help this bunny find his place in the world. Simple, but effective. Okay, but when do I get the dog mount? Like, come on, there has to be a mount, right? I'm not the only one thinking that. Easy going, lop it. He's not particularly gifted at anything, he's kind of rubbish. Stern Loperet. What do you know about Dreaming Way? He features the old one. I've always seen him a good sort, though. Good old Dreaming Way. He's just trying his best. Go get this ether current. Whoa! Please, what do they say about me? I just know I'm in no way gifted. Never meant to dream. We'll find your dream yet. Really think so? Goodness, people are truly as kind as they say. In that case, I promise not to give up until we found my dream. Even if it's the last thing I do. That got grim. We'll exhaust our other options before we go for anything potentially lethal, shall we? Ring coffer? Alright, we'll save that for later. Alright, now we gotta go get this one. That's all the way over there. I'm gonna be right back. Just give me like 3 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Okay, let's go get this ether current. Yeah, nearing the end of the moon, huh? The last quest in a zone always tends to give you the ether current, so... Excited. Excited to see where it goes, but I do want to get this ether current real quick. Just gotta go wrap up this quest lickety-split real fast. I have a call. The Akasodra is one of the beast tribes, and the Loporits are another. So, it's not like this bamboozle, if you want to call it, is like apocalyptically evil. We still have to be friends with them after this. What that quest line's going to be like? Okay, let's move on up. Now, it's not impossible to get there. Just trying to remember the way. Yeah, you gotta cross this bridge right over here. And then you just, like, move on up and over. Okay, cool. I remember. Do you remember? Crack on open another water. Talking a lot more than I normally do. That's my throat a bit. Born of liquid hydration. In the form of H2O. The body runs on water. You gotta get water. Very important. Northern Mare Lamentorum. Mare Lamentorum. Sinus Tormenti. I'm glad this is like field of energy is just like chilling there. Imagine that. What the hell are Alize and Alphen are gonna say like when we come back and say, so I beat Zodiac. Bad news, I also kind of sparked the end of days. Oh, Faye Daniel's dead, so there's that. Just saying. Oh, good. We have a bunch of Alec robots and machinery. Oh, cool. Good. Crash site is just ahead. Oh, and then, after you. Okay, let's go get this bread. In this case, bread is Allegan relics. Heimdall. Heimdall's last site. Let's go to Valhalla. I still need a Final Fantasy Viking expansion. I need it. I want it. And I desperately need it. Haha, you lost aggro. I ducked down. Haha. Outplayed, fool. Okay, there's a fascinating remnant over here. The freaking little UFO. Okay. We'll just collect this. Act like it's all fine and dandy. Cool. Going to assume it's up here. Yes, the fascinating remnant. In which case we'll have to fight something. It seems like we're going to have to fight one of these orbs. That always ends well. Okay. If you don't want to help me fight mine, I won't help you fight yours. Let's stun it. Hit him with a stun. Boom. And a boom. And hit him with a Confidia. Easy for me. Stab. Alright, give me my ether current. I'll take my ether current in the form of physical, please. I don't want an IOU. I definitely don't want you to fax it to me. Actually, message me on freaking Microsoft Instant Messenger. That's all the real people use nowadays. Oh no. Come on, we got this. AoE! Big AoE, big AoE, big AoE, big AoE. Oh my god, these things do not want to die, huh? Come on, big damage, big damage, big damage. All the whammies. I want all the whammies. We got this. We got this. Boom! Backstab. Spirits within. You just been Miyazaki. I think I used that joke already. Well, longer the drone would have been more. Really? You have to be there. That's it. You're getting the full paladin whooping. A good old-fashioned smackdown. Glowing blade. Apply the dot. We're gonna be optimal in this, dude. Okay. I want proper rotations, people. Here we go. Oh, did you see that weaving? Ooh, it was clean. Find anything of interest? No. Now you very must wait until we get back. Yes. Yes, it should. Okay, I'm ready. Once we complete this, we go straight for the MSQ mission. I'm ready. I'm excited. Can't wait. It feels like ages since we've been to Labyrinthos or even Charlian. They feel like, honestly, at this point, they feel like different expansions. I'm only at level, like, 84 for the quests. Got a systems cube. It's cubicle. Cubicle! Right, prospect, as I'm sure you can tell. My heartfelt gratitude. And then there were one. Alright, Lemon Torp. What a great zone this has been. It's going to be way better with flying, because navigating the central place down here is a pain in the freaking butt without flying. There's like one bridge at like opposite sides of the freaking world. This area's been pretty cool, though. Bit annoying to navigate as well, but flying again's going to make this a lot easier. It's also freaking massive. I know all the zones have so far been bangers. Labyrinthos is so unique and interesting. Thavnia is just freaking beautiful. And especially Razad Han. Like, oh my god, Razad Han. Okay, what to do, what to do. I promised Olivia I would help, but... I promised I'd help, so that's what I'll do. Archers on the second floor of the main plaza. The eastern wing, follow me. I suspect the Leopards are up to something, but if there was ought to be learned in the final days, I think it was best we play along. For now, at least. If Oyanji dies to a bunch of rabbits, it's his own fault, honestly. Like, let's be really honest here. Like, from me to you, right? Let's really be honest. He's an astrologian. Just hit him with... What the hell do astrologers have again? Just hit him with a malefic. It'll be fine. Okay, now we gotta head on over there. Okay, we gotta get up, so... Wait, lower level. No, okay, what we want to do is go on the platform so we can teleport upwards. Yeah? We're thinking with portals. Moving on up. Where are you? Hello, teleporter, I found you. You're mine now. Teleport to the upper burrows. That's what we like to see. Okay, moving on over here. Like so. And just moving on, scooching on over here, honestly, let's be honest. Just like this. And boom. Why are they fighting Loporits? Alright, well, that can't be good. I'll get you this place is impressive, though that means a little confused to navigate. Much of the task for clearly marked exit. On a map, perhaps. Or a map, perhaps. Luckily for me, I got one. So, I'm a bit concerned because that dude was fighting Loporits. Bit concerned about that. Okay, I was right through this door, but it seems to be locked. I guess we'll have to go and find whoever has the key. Growing way enough. If you have naught else to tell us of the final days, you need only say so. We can ill afford to be wasting time here, as you well know. Did you yourself not tell us we must act quickly? Yes, we did, but... The moon was to be a perfect paradise for the people of Theros, and we're running out of time to make everything ready for their arrival. We hope you see the wonders we have to offer, but you found nothing but faults and flaws in our work. Only one of you saw our potential. So you others must be kept here. Ah, so that's Living Waste game. Run us about in circles, and failing that, lock us away so that we can put the plan at risk. Everyone except Yurianjay. He understands what is at stake, what must be done. I fear you've misjudged us, Growing Way. Never have we decried the notion of using the moon as a means to escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of abandoning Theros and her reflections to their doom. If there was aught to avert the final days, I wish to find it. We all do. We may fail, but our efforts would never be at the expense of your plans. But why would you take that risk? There's no room for ifs and maybes now. The people of Theros will escape here to the moon. They'll be safe, and we'll finally get to see all their happy, smiling faces. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave. We just can't. Okay, that's adorable. I just defeated Zodiac. It's adorable they think they have a chance. Do what you must, but try not to hurt them. I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rash while I'm gone. If we dally, they'll overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I said we knock these ones out, split up, and make our way to the exit. Agreed, let's reconvene where Argos awaits outside. Good boy, Argos. Alright. Time to make some rabbit stew. I need some ingredients. Let's get them. Surrender, you won't escape, seize him! Now, we need reinforcements. How'd that hurt? Blood! Reinforcements have arrived. You're in for it now. We can't lose. We're not done yet. Lament! Lament! Evil conquering. Lament! Lament! Evil conquering. Too strong. He's too powerful. Please come quietly. Don't make me do this. Going away. You know better. Don't make me do this. Hunt a rabbit. Holy Sheltron. Shanked. Stop. Wait a minute. Don't believe me, just drop. Oh, I timed that perfectly with freaking Circle of Scorn. Ooh, I like that. Dogged on him. Atonement. We have to save them. They genuinely believe they're doing the right thing. Oh, that's the thing that gets me. Stop. Wait a minute. Don't believe me, just drop. Flopping Way, that's his name? Oh no. Oh no. Let's go before I have to obliterate any more of them. I have done unholy things to these rabbits. Let's just go before it's too late. Keep on driving. They can't outdrive me. I'm in Lightning McQueen. I believe we can drive. And drive to a better tomorrow. To a brighter future. To the level 85 quests. I believe. Okay. Come on, good boy. Take me away. There you are. Didn't rough him up too badly, did you? I hit him with a Confucius, so take that what you will. Take from that what you will. Good, you're here. Must hurry to the Watcher's Palace and find Oriange. We're on the move. Alright, Dog Force 1, let's go. Bark Force 1, that's the name.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Atheris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
We'll stop it, Forehead.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
Just say, oh, bugger.
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose?
They're just trying to look out for us.
For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure.
Yeah, they're literally playing the one-block Minecraft challenge. I have to build a space station.
Why, your
And a
very
spaceship.
names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations.
That someone else gives you.
Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Atheris is boundless and pure.
Wait till you meet him. We'll change that, don't worry.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing.
Word of the day, mellifluous. Mellifluous.
Loperids were born of Heideland's love for Atheris. That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities.
For those who do not know,
Mellifluous.
mellifluous. Of a voice or word, sweet or musical, pleasant to hear.
Mellifluous.
Mellifluous. Mellifluous. Word of the day, mellifluous.
For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed. All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly. To serve and serve well. That goes for all of us. Don't you see? So help us. Help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe. If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
They're trying so hard.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men, and your own kin besides.
And I love that Urianger is the one doing this scene, because his story all the way up to now has been him hiding in the shadows doing what he thought was right for everybody else. Which is exactly what the Loperids are doing. It's a brilliant poetic parallel there.
Thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Atheris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And now, my friend, Oh, I do not think we've met.
My name is Pudding Way.
Pudding Way? You have Mapping Way, Living Way, Guiding Way. Freaking... all these other really important ones, and it's like Chocolate Pudding Way. He's at a loss for words.
Pudding Way? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding
He's
significance,
BS in this entire...
but one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words.
Okay, I like how you found a way to make it poetic at the very end there.
A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. And Living Way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional...
Moonbreeder, he's talking about Moonbreeder, isn't he?
One day, I posed to her a question
Yep.
of mine own. What doth it mean to live? After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson.
I like how we're like halfway through the story.
The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment.
Good old Orion J. There's our boy.
For thee.
A bottle of rum. Like how Urianger was holding it up high so he can't reach it.
Waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Living Way's compendium.
Oh, that's a really nice gesture.
An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order.
So Urianger's gonna stay on the moon. Okay. At least hopefully he'll be out of
We
danger.
must needs prepare for every eventuality. You would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort. To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reed's,
Hold on.
of all reflections, and the souls that call them home.
That song? Oh, the Endwalker. It's footfalls.
Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last. That such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
But you still need to have that last resort just in case. Okay, I get it.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind. If being the operative term.
Oh, the flower. Where the hell did you come from, Watcher? The flower, how came it into your possession? How very like her. Guided by its light, you may come to know her true intentions. Intentions which remain a mystery even to us. In our time, we called it Elpis. You would do well to remember the name.
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
Yeah, I kind of like knocked them down like in the middle of a SmackDown episode. I kind of hit him with a people's elbow.
But of course,
Hit him with a you can't see me.
more guests from Atheris will have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Charlian.
The Charlian Forum, yes?
Thank you. At least she figured it out.
What? How did you know?
The more I heard, the more obvious it became.
Yep.
The forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans.
Mm-hmm.
But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
Oh yeah, they still think Zodiac's gonna come out, huh? I'm sure seeing this giant red swirl on the moon is probably not boding well for them. All right, we're heading back to the world. Rather embarrassing, wasn't it? At least we're on the same page now. People in Atheris, save both, or at least give it a good try. Tell Growingway I'm excited for our next walk. Oh, we'll be all ears, and you know we can be. Puddingway. Nice to meet you. Name's Puddingway. Also do better, honest. Although we'll be happy to hear Arianji's going to stay and teach us all about Atheris. We'll have to be careful not to get too distracted by his lessons. There's still maintenance to carry out after all. The Lobboard thinks so highly of the people of Atheris, and yet it seems this evacuation plan is the only one they know to express their adoration. There's been more clear in our attentions from the start. Maybe we could have avoided this wrinkle. Something to keep in mind in the future. A declaration of hope and aspirations. I hadn't thought of it that way before. The Lobboards may be in good hands now, but that doesn't change the fact that their plan is in the last resort rather than a ploy. But see, it doesn't come to that for the first and all the other reflections. Chance to spy you crossing the chasm, and I feared something was amiss. But all is well, and more importantly, I'm given the opportunity to behold a wonderful sight. Keep the Elpis close, and its light will be your guide. There's little else I can do to help stop the final days, but should you need to know of such reversal, look no further. Such knowledge I can offer in abundance, so do not hesitate if you would find yourself wanting. Well, I got Halo Infinite tomorrow, so... It was a relief to see Livingway was pleased with my gift of ink. The servants serve well. Though their knowledge may be lacking, their boundless love is a blessing without peer. It'll be no easy task to prepare them for what needs to be done, but gladly I embrace this duty, even it doth necessitate that we part ways for a time. Forgive me my absence. But I have the utmost faith in you and all our fellow Scions. When next I return to Atheris, I pray I find you in good health and good spirits. Alright, Freebird, Mare Lamentorum. Now, before all else, I am getting this freaking Cradle of Darkness unlocked. We're doing this immediately. Immediately. Let's go and unlock it. Mapping the realm. Mare Lamentorum. Nice, nice, nice. Noise, 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 noise. Alright. I think it's time we go back to Aetheris. Returning home. Your excursion to the moon concluded. Your soul is keen to return to Aetheris. With the labyrinth of Inarianji's capable hands, we needn't worry about affairs here in our absence. Knowing now the face of their earthly collaborators, there is much to discuss with Alphinaud and the others. Let's return to the Tower of Babel. Our battle for the star will soon begin in earnest, and we must be prepared. Changes are faced with the countless lives at stake both in the source and its reflections. Go with courage, my friend, and give the others my regard. The Nethergate. That's a name. There's a lot of them, okay. To the Nethergate! Playing some Minecraft. And we're back! Found how cold it was here in Garlemald. A testament to the Loporrit's ingenuity that I feel no discomfort on the moon. God, I can scarcely believe we went to the moon and back. We'll have time to reflect on that later. Right now, we need to head back to Camp Broken Glass and deliver a thoroughly detailed report to Lucia. I'd like very much to know how everyone is getting on here as well. They'd only just begun to treat the tempered prisoners when we left. I share your curiosity, but warning our allies of the final days is of greater importance. I speak not only of the contingent, of course. The heads of state of every nation must know what we have learned. We know not when or where or in what manner the final days will begin to manifest, and so we must see that everyone is prepared. Agreed. Though we may wish to stress the importance of discretion, lest the public be sent into a panic. Not that anyone in a position of responsibility should need to be told as much, but it bears repeating. Anyway, first things first, to Camp Broken Glass. Alright, we're heading back to Camp Broken Glass. Okay, and we're back, and we can fly again. Oh, it's beautiful. Doshre, at last you returned. Yeah, so we got some things to talk about. It's good to see you all again. No worse for your lunar adventure, I hope. We've done all we can for now, and believe me, we intend to tell you all about it. But before we do, might you tell us what's become of Garlemald in our absence? We succeeded in subduing the Templing inside the Tower of Babel. We took many alive, but combined with those who are already in our custody, the number required care for has grown exponentially. The inclement conditions here have been made it difficult and not impossible to treat them all here. And so we have petitioned the aid of the allied nations. Some are understandably hesitant to offer assistance, particularly those that were but recently subject to imperial occupation. That said, several others have agreed to grant them refuge for treatment. With the assistance of your fellow scions, we endeavor to see them safely transported and subsequently cured of their tempering. All the tempered be relocated? No, of course not. Not all, no. We have sufficient shelter to attend to those whose treatment has begun, and enough healers who have volunteered to remain until the patients have recovered. Julius is one such patient, though he is not yet fit to receive visitors. Truth be told, it was a miracle he and those in his company were not harmed in the chaos. Not for Alphinaud and Alize's timely assistance, I dare say none of them would be with us today. In light of recent developments, have the Alliance leaders come to any decisions regarding Garlemald. Given the tremendous ramifications of what has happened here, it will take time to determine what must be done. In the meantime, they intend to work with the Eastern Alliance to keep a close watch over the provinces. We have other news to share. Shortly after Anima was defeated, we received reports that each and every tower has vanished. For mercy, the process was apparently not quite as violent as that you experienced in Thavnir. Those who are trapped within them have been rescued and are receiving treatment. To hasten this endeavor, the Beast Tribes have received instruction the magics needed to cure tempering. Master Vittoria is no doubt thrilled the mother of Parsi had forwarded her so many visitors. Yes, we are grateful for ongoing efforts, as well as those of our comrades near and far. As for the contingent, several of our members have been granted leave to return to their homelands after the transfer of Tempered has been completed. All's well that ends well. Lucy and I will remain here, along with a small force, to continue offering aid to those here in Garlemald. The Empire may be no more, but there are of yet those who call these lands home. I believe that accounts for recent events here, so what of the Moon of Telafroi? Well, I beat Zodiac, so let's start there, and I mean starting there. Have you ever had rabbit stew before? It can be something like that. The final day is gone. I prayed your victory marked the end of our troubles. There's still much we do not know, but the Alliance leaders must be told. Would you be willing to contact them in our stead? Yes, of course, I would send word forthwith. We'll also release your fellow Scions from their present duties, that they may return to Charlian. Your energies are better spent fighting the means to avert the coming apocalypse. Speaking of your fellow Scions, you'll be happy to hear that Mistress Kyle, though still in the mend, has been moved to the Obaldisian Annex and given into Tataru's care. Thank you. I look forward to seeing them both upon our return. Let's be on our way, then. One last thing, if I may. After your confrontation with Zodiac, you said Xenos took his leave, and in all his likelihood, he has returned here to Garlemald. I have a mind to dispatch scouts to try and ascertain his whereabouts, but first wish to ask if you believe there is merit in doing so. Not in the slightest. If they found him, they would not likely live to tell the tale. If you're expecting a trail of destruction to follow, you'll find one. An admirable but futile effort. If they found him, they just wouldn't live. I suppose you're right. To dispatch good soldiers in pursuit of a beast would be to send them to their deaths. Pray forget I entertain the notion. While on the subject of Xenos, the 10th Legion has made an official proclamation. They denounce the Crown Prince and condemn his role in the Empire's downfall. His very title has become a source of shame among his former subjects, and his continued use serves only to hinder relations with foreign nations. For this reason, he has been declared as Xenos Viator Galvus, outcast and enemy of Garlemald. Goodbye, yay. Not Kanye, but yay. Fandaniel is no more, and now his own people turn against him. It seems he's not but his bloodlust to keep him company. Better that than the army to see it sated. At any rate, I will not keep you longer. I pray you safe passage back to Charlian. Okay, back to Charlian we go. Old Charlian, here we come. Returning home. Oh wow, it snows here, okay. It's good to see you, and free from chillblains, I take it. You'll be pleased to know everything's been kept in order since you've been away. I even brought a few useful knickknacks with me from back home. No sooner had they arrived when I received word in trial in poor health. And you on the moon! If you meant to give me a fight, you succeeded. Welcome back, Anosha. We were so terribly worried about you. There's plenty I've caused my own fair share of worry, and for that I apologize. Heidelin called for me that day when you entered the Tower of Babel. Her pleas were faint but desperate. I knew at once she required a vessel to carry out her will. What came after feels like a dream barely remembered. My body flowing through the life stream toward Garlemald. When I regained consciousness, I was all aches and frostbite. Exhausted of ether, and so exhausted, in fact, I could only laugh. It was in that moment I was wearing us from the Tower of Zot. But I could laugh at a time like this. Though we prevented Zodiac from being unleashed upon the world, I'm curious to know what else took place down the moon. Well, a lot happened. Perhaps we should wait for the others to join us before you give your account. Let us reconvene in the main hall once they arrived. Yeah, we got some things to discuss. Some matters that need conversating about. I like this song. We're waiting around for them to show up. Do 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 do. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Not at all. We understand you've been quite busy. Will Urianji be joining us? Nah, he's on the moon. Duty keeps him away, I'm afraid, though Indosha can explain why better than I. Yeah, so we're all going to die. The end. Now, you think there's more to this, then we're basically all just going to die. So I laid a whooping on Zodiac, made Xenos run away in terror. Then Daniel's gone. And now the final days are approaching. The final days of the fell Amrat. And we're to escape via the moon. What are the source and its reflections? Dead and buried. I have no intention of standing by while the world falls to ruin. So how do we stop this? Unfortunately, we have no answers at present. If the celestial currents have grown stagnant, as was the case in the time of Amrat, the solution would be to alter the flow of ether throughout the entirety of the star. The ancients accomplished this by summoning Zodiac, sacrificing half the star's population in the doing. But it should go without saying that such a sacrifice cannot be repeated. Which leaves us with the daunting task of identifying the underlying catalyst for the final days, a feat which even the Amrat teens could not accomplish. Unfortunately, we found no clues in the Mare Lamentorum. There is still much we do not know of the catastrophe itself, let alone what may have caused it. The final days were marked by the corruption of the Amarateens' creation magics, but we command no such power, which invites the question, what havoc is in store for us? If we knew that much, perhaps we could draw some parallel with the events of the past, and thereby form some semblance of a plan. Perhaps we should start with the Forum, then. Having worked with the Loporets in secret all this time, there is surely more they can tell us. Forgive the interruption, but I have urgent news. The Forum is holding a public assembly in the plaza outside, some sort of announcement. What's Father up to now? There's only one way to find out. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Yeah, this seems important. This song's never bodes well. It never bodes well at all.
Order, order, I say.
No one was talking. Except for them.
I thank you all for gathering here on such short notice. This day we must speak of grave affairs and their implications for the future of Charlia, nay, of this very star. Said affairs concern all citizens, so we have called for a public assembly.
Did they get the 9/10 vote?
You may have heard rumors of the Talopheroi and the havoc these madmen wreak abroad. Under normal circumstances, we would pay little heed to petty disturbances outside our borders. The final days, however, are another matter altogether. For we dare not ignore these prophetic words of Eld. The Endbearers will come, ushering chaos and calamity. The final days descend and devour the very star.
Who told you that, though? Also, way to...
Prophecy?
I've heard of this prophecy. True, dude, true. Ignore it.
Will all that really happen?
Calm yourselves. The time has come to speak of the Forum's most sacred duties. But first...
Give voice to the voiceless. Let bindings be unbound. By unanimous decree, I declare the enchantment broken.
So it was unanimous vote. Okay. And I like how you can see, like, the black ink leaving the souls. It's not actual black ink, but it's representative.
Master Leveilleur, if you would.
Very well.
Called this as well, by the way. I called this immediately.
270 years ago, our forebears began an expedition in the Dravanian hinterlands, in search of a route to access the ethereal sea. This much is public knowledge. Their findings, however, would become the Forum's most closely guarded secret. What those researchers discovered in the hinterlands was not a passage unto the ethereal sea, but the very heart of our star, and Heidelin herself.
God, it's good to be me sometimes. I called that would be in Labyrinthos, but yeah, this works too.
She spoke to them of a calamity that would extinguish all life, and of a means by which we might be spared. The moon. 'Tis in truth a gargantuan vessel built to serve as sanctuary for her children and deliver them from this doom.
Dude, he rhymed moon with doom.
Much
Okay.
like Nunkref's hope in ages past, it will bear the people of a world in the throes of death to a new home.
Needless to say, this will be no small undertaking. To facilitate the great work, the Forum has maintained close contact with the servants of Heidelin, who presently reside on the moon. Convinced that the foretold end was all but inevitable, we began amassing a wealth of knowledge. Not merely for the betterment of our nation, but in preparation for the journey to come.
That makes sense, okay.
You reveal this to us now? By the gods, how long do we have?
While we cannot say with certainty, we believe the hour to be nigh. We received a transmission from the moon suggesting as much not long ago.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Which is why we must in earnest begin preparations for the Great Exodus. For his impressive contributions and the leadership he demonstrated during our withdrawal from Dravania, we have elected Master Leveilleur to oversee this initiative.
Fellow scribes and scholars, my countrymen, we face a threat of unprecedented scale. We must challenge the trials before us with composure and conviction if we are to find salvation. The wisdom of Sharlayan has ever been a shining beacon in the darkness, and so it shall continue to be. It is our solemn charge to see our heritage preserved for future generations. For those who will come after, we will brave a new frontier.
Well, he rallied the people together.
Administrative edicts will be relayed to all major institutions ere long. In the meantime, carry on with your duties. With that, I hereby call this assembly to a close.
remember what Mother told us when we visited home, that it wasn't until after we were born that Father seemed to lose himself in his work. If that great work of his was the evacuation of this star, then...
Yes. It wasn't for his benefit.
It was for you.
Would you mind waiting here a moment? I wish to speak with Father before we leave.
Keep it civil, eh?
I may look daggers at him, but I will neither speak nor draw them.
I like that line.
If it's all the same to you, I have a few choice words to share with Father as well.
So, come to call us cowards and bid us join your fruitless battle against the inevitable.
No, I don't think that's what they're going to do.
We do not object to the Forum's proposal. On the contrary, those who wish to flee have every right to do so. Urianger is cooperating with your associates on the moon to ensure that all is ready should evacuation be our only recourse.
Then whatever your business, I suggest you be brief.
Though we cannot boast the boundless wisdom of Charlian, we have first-hand knowledge of foreign cultures and have conversed with no small number of peoples.
Okay.
These experiences have taught us fundamental truths that cannot be recorded in any tome, nor charted on any map. The beating heart of this planet is its people, many of whom would give anything, even their lives, to protect the lands they love. Many may choose to join you in the end. But what of those unwilling or unable, for whom escape will never be an option? What would you have them do? To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, Father. It is indolence.
Busted out the Louis Schwa quote. I already told him that one, though.
We'll not ask for your understanding, Father. Only that you don't turn a blind eye to the good we have done. That we can still do. We're not children in need of protection. Hold fast to your principles and let the world burn if it please. But we believe there is still another way. And if there is, we will find it. You see if we don't.
Do as you will. Just stay out of our way.
He's slowly opening up. Just a little bit. A degree here, a degree there. Their heart of ice is slowly melting.
Consumed with self-righteousness. He might tell you how proud he is of you both.
Yep.
Bold words call for bold action. And there'll be no turning to your father should plans go awry.
As if I ever would. So long as there are those who wish to stay and fight for this star, we have to do what we can to help them.
Alright, time for part 2 of the expansion.
We'll need to be well rested. Wouldn't you agree? And having triumphed over what we once thought to be the source of all evil, I can think of no one in greater need of at least a dozen winks.
True, dude, true.
Shall we then? To the Annex. To prepare for tomorrow.
I mean, we already beat Zodiac. You gotta go to, like, center of the world and beat whatever the hell is there, right? Alright, I am going to call it there for the day. Not today, actually. I'll be streaming in a few more hours. I just need a bit of a break. So I'm going to call it there for now. I'll see you all later. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like and subscribe and comment down below with your favorite moment. And, oh my god, all that has happened so far. We have been to the moon and back. Thank you all for joining me on this journey. I'll see you in a bit. Stay safe out there, everybody. Have a great day. And I'll see you all next time.